Rock and roll music, if you like it, if you feel it, you can't help but move to it. That's what happens to me. I can't help it. When I was a boy, I always saw myself as a hero in comic books and in movies. I grew up believing this dream. Adversity is sometimes hard upon a man, but for one man who can stand prosperity, there are 100 that will stand adversity. I was an only child, and mother was always right with me all my life. I used to get very angry at her when I was growing up. It's a natural thing. A live concert to me is exciting because of all the electricity that is generated in the crowd and on stage. It's my favorite part of the business, live concerts. I have no use for bodyguards, but I have very specific use for 2 highly trained certified public accountants. I'll never feel comfortable taking a strong drink, and I'll never feel easy smoking a cigarette. I just don't think those things are right for me. I like to sing ballads the way Eddie Fisher does and the way Perry Como does. But the way I'm singing now is what makes the money. The colored folks been singing it and playing it just like I'm doing now, man, for more years than I know. I got it from them. I'll never make it, it will never happen, because they're never going to hear me 'cause they're screaming all the time. From the time I was a kid, I always knew something was going to happen to me. Didn't know exactly what. I don't think I'm bad for people. If I did think I was bad for people, I would go back to driving a truck, and I really mean this. The next thing I knew, I was out of the service and making movies again. My first picture was called GI Blues. I thought I was still in the army. Man, that record came out and was real big in Memphis. They started playing it, and it got real big. Don't know why the lyrics had no meaning. The closest I ever came to getting married was just before I started singing. In fact, my first record saved my neck. I sure lost my musical direction in Hollywood. My songs were the same conveyor belt mass production, just like most of my movies were. Values are like fingerprints. Nobody's are the same, but you leave 'em all over everything you do. Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people sway back and forth. I just sorta do 'em all together, I guess. Truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away. The image is one thing and the human being is another. It's very hard to live up to an image, put it that way.